Good times, everybody. Welcome back to ZSR for another Majora's Mask Blitz Tournament or Seed. Tonight it's Bucky versus TonyBigBlinds. I've got Captain, I've got Fox to do the talking. Night Owl City is going to help me do the tracking. I am Tomaltalk, your restreamer. Comms, all you guys.
Oh, thank you, Tomaltalk, and hello, Fox. Good to see you again here in the booth.
Hello, good to see you.
So we've got Tony and Bucky here. We are in upper brackets, so regardless of the outcome, both runners will still be in this tournament. So, Fox, what are you hoping to see in tonight's Blitz seed?
I don't know. These seeds are very volatile.
I don't deny that. We had a couple of interesting ones last week, especially.
This would be a spicy one. I want some dungeon ER nonsense that actually matters. So, I'd like to see like the Goron and Snowhead Temple or the light a hookshot and inverted stone tower temple or something.
Ooh, I love the sound of that. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing having a boss remains as a fairy reward be used as a hallway to get through a dungeon to another fairy. What I mean by that is, like, say we complete all the Snowhead fairies and we get George's remains on the boss, and the last fairy we need is just on George. So we can do basically circumventing entirely the need for ice arrows.
Yeah. Well, I think it depends on if there's something in the back of GBT too.
Of course. Alrighty, and we are off. Now, unfortunately, I got into the booth a little late, so I didn't see what was on the tower, but it looks like we have a fairy to start, and our starting song is whatever that first one was on the left, which I think is Healing.
That would be starting Healing.
Alright, and what does Cafe have? Heart piece on the face and arrows on the chest. Nothing of importance there today.
Okay, we got some random music.
Alright, so we have...
There's no issues, but I think Tony plays on VC, so it might be not problematic.
Alright, yeah, we start with a bottle here on the straw roof chest. Perfect, out of logic bottle, I should say, but that could be important later, depending on how first projectiles play out. And we have immediately filled that bottle up with a green potion on Tony's side. And it looks like there'll be a quick chest check for maybe some early rupees. Bucky, in the meantime, is going to do a Northfield opener. I think I just saw, or North Clocktown opener, I should say. I think I saw a Swamp Title Deed in the tree. Termina Field is...
Yeah, lost.
I did see that there was a gilded chest on Stumpy as well. What else we got? Ranch Foolish, not unexpected in these settings. Gorman Bros Race is dead. Zora Cape, Way of the Hero. Town Archery is Deku Mask. There we go. Not the spiciest sometimes hint in the world, but it is bow-locked. Ranch was foolish, Tomaltalk.
So this could be something. Also, I'm getting a lot of buffering on my end, so I might have to refresh the stream for a bit.
All right. Yeah. And then I think there was one more Gorman Bros race is dead. That's right. Ooh, P-Hat had a Great Fairy. Why does it always P-Hat? Like, I swear Dodongos or P-Hat seem to have Great Fairy Sword more times than I would care to admit when I'm calling these races. Not that I think our runners are complaining, mind you.
That was a Stone Tower Fairy hinted on Madame Aroma 2, and it's not required.
Yeah, now, I think the not required flag for a fairy specifically is a mistake. Ooh, Canyon Foolish.
Oh,
that's all our
not a
Foolish is.
mistake.
Oh?
Yeah, if it's required, it will say.
And we also saw that, so we have our Foolishes as well. We got Sewers and Icona Canyon. Canyon Foolish is actually a great Foolish because that knocks out Pohut, that knocks out Pamela, that knocks out the Canyon Grotto, it knocks out Ocean Title Deed turn-in. So yeah, that's a lot of nasty checks that are taken out here. Sewers isn't terrible of a Foolish. That means basically you can go straight from exterior to interior. Yeah, these Foolishes are okay this time around.
Bean.
Ooh, and we're only Straw Roof Chest access out from a bottle. I wouldn't mind a Bean of the Hero Seed.
Well, the logic is currently missing for all that. Okay,
Oh, yes.
well, that's... Cafe's Mask is not Way of the Hero. Great Big Coast Way of the Hero.
Nevertheless, it could still be a nice pickup in case our runners decide Stone Tower ends up being the path in their go mode fairies and they get Letter to Mama. So, don't think it's going to be too much of a... I don't think Tony's going to be too mad about picking this up. We also had a Great Bay Coast Way of the Hero. Now that could be spicy. That could be Eggs for the Song. That could be Clifford. That could be a few things. Or it could just be the Grotto when it's already in play, because we have an opponent start. Alright, so Tony has finished up the observatory opener here, and is now going to do the north checks, going to get that Swamp Title Deed. Which we will remind the audience is not going to be used for paper, because that setting is disabled in Blitz.
I thought Bucky was gonna actually throw the grass at the small Baba to get a Deku Nut. And that's because I played too much All-Sanity, and I'm like, that's what I do all the time if I play All-Sanity.
Fair enough. Alright, Clocktown Tingle having absolutely nothing. And Bucky will accelerate to Room Key. Thankfully just missed getting lunch timed.
And the 10 to 12 seconds or so that you lose if you get lunch time and have to just wait for Grandma to say the story.
We're going to get a peek of the mayor's office here, and we do have... Oh, well, that's Madame Aroma's... That could be Madame Aroma 2 sparkles there.
Yeah, I think it's probable. Yeah.
Well, it has to be, because there's no other pickups in that room, so...
Okay, that is a funny location that I'm not going to say more about.
Oh, yeah, for letter to cafe. Find my missing son. I have a letter for him. Alright, East Clocktown chest is nothing of importance right away, but we'll see if it's a nice cheeky red rupee or something. So yeah, we haven't really... We've gotten some good knowledge, but we really haven't gotten anything to work with besides a out-of-logic bottle. I think what you do in this case
I think
is...
you go west.
I agree. I think you go to coast, you check the grotto, maybe try and chase that waft.
Or-
Ooh, there's
or
an
to the
Icona Fairy. What was that other one?
I was just saying check shops. Okay. So, we know where 2 Icona Fairies are, but we don't have Letter to Mama.
Oh, well, there's our logical projectiles.
There's also a Woodfall Fairy.
Yeah, we could come back for that later, though. I do like that Blitz settings put rupees a little more to the forefront besides bank, since more shop settings are turned on. So yeah, West Clocktown has 2 different fairies in both of the shops, interestingly. Wouldn't be surprised if we see another one here. But yeah, I would agree that after checking the shops, you chase the Coast Wath and even check Labfish out of logic anyway. Unfortunately, I think Tony just spilt that red potion on the floor.
The other fairy was a Stone Tower Fairy in the Trading Post. Which, if they do elect to go to do the Stone Tower Fairies, they have to make sure that they pick that up before it hits 9 p.m. on the final day when they're actually like getting ready to go up the clock tower. Because that's when you're permanently locked out until you reset using Song of Time.
Noted. Alright, we got a double defense from the postman here. Very nice convenient quality of life upgrade for later. And it looks like Tony's going to give us our Night 1 checks with Guru Guru. I don't remember Bucky doing this yet, because I think Bucky went around the other way. Alright, well, the sunken chest must be dead, otherwise Bucky would have gone it right now. Or not. It probably wants money for Tingle again. I think every time everybody's wanted to check chests for money, they've been getting heart pieces instead. But yeah, I think chasing this coast wath. I mean, this is probably the only thing that's going to get us anywhere. Although there's more we can do in coast now, courtesy of Zora. Like we could check Pirate's exterior.
There's also the Cape Wath, but we're gonna see.
Yeah, could be the like. It could be the sunken chest. It is not the grotto. And again, Bucky looking for rupees gets a heart piece instead. I assume he's looking for rupees. Probably for Great Bay Tingle, because that would be in play right now, courtesy of Zora Mask.
The Great Bay Tingle is unreachable to Zora.
Yeah, that's right. He's too high up. Well, even then, there's still Milk Road Tingle and Swamp Tingle, so... Nonetheless, still plenty of rupees to spend here. And we do have, it should be noted, a Sphere Zero Song of Healing, so Macau is in play. So that could just be straight up our Wath, too. But yeah, as I suspected, Bucky's going to check Labfish out of logic here just to get it out of the way.
You could probably get full knowledge about this waff and see if it's eggs, but... I'm not going to overthink that. Yeah,
we'll make a note of that bomb bag, but let's keep digging here. Let's see what Macau has. It would just be if...
Yeah, good.
If this is like hookshot, then we don't even have to worry about it. Because that would put the bottle in logic. Because Deku's going to be late, because it's behind Town Archery, so it's behind a bow.
It makes Cape a lot better, though, so...
Yeah, because it lets you check the Cape Grotto. If this is a hookshot, it also will give us access to our Cape, to our Great Bay Ferry hints already, which would be really nice to get that knowledge under 20 in.
We got a sword in North Cloudtown on Transformation Ferry.
Ooh,
It really doesn't matter given the fact that we already found Great Fairy Sword somewhere.
True. Alright, let's see. And Zora Mask was Blast Mask. Anyway, about that bomb bag. Oh. Zora unlocks Observatory. Did we see if the chest in the Observatory was gilded? Because that's in Logic Explosives. Cape Grotto might actually be our next progression, actually, now that I say that out loud.
Labfish would, but the bottle that we've seen is out of logic.
Fascinating. Nom 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 nom.
I was going to mention this. I feel that it would have been a good idea to make it day 2 in Bucky's position. There's the copy of the Decumescent. And that's primarily because of the likes and the fact that he could. I don't know how comfortable he is doing it though. He could do the pot minigame for money.
That's true, because money is actually kind of an issue right now, because we found very little in the way of rupees besides Guru Guru's 50. And a couple of other nice ones, but yeah, we're a little starved in the rupee department at the moment.
We'll see if Tony, like, given this situation, is going to farm because it is day 2 and is like currently for him.
All right, and the like gives us another heart piece, so that's not the Cape Wath.
So, if we happen to have a Blast Mask Wath, there are some resounding implications with it. With the logic. So I think it's a tall order for it to be a Blast Mask Wath, but it's not unlikely. Like,
The way I see it. So yeah, the way sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead and finish.
No, I just finished what I was saying. It was like, it's like not out of the question. Oops.
Yeah, a little bit of a baby jump there. The way I'm seeing is, if it is Blast Mask Wath, then in theory it has to lock
all bottles and hookshot and bow, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, we might be overthinking this, and it might be the song, or it could be Clifford. But we need to examine this further. Oh, that's a big chest. If this is a bomb bag, I'm going to laugh.
Oh,
it's
good.
Hook.
Okay, Blast Mask locks all bomb bags and all bottles, I think. Logically.
Sounds like it. Well, that means there's not going to be there could be a bottle in Pirate's Fortress. It's just going to have to be an interior.
And then if Blast Mask is the Wath, then it also locks. Then this also has to lock Goron.
Because of the sewers?
Because it's the grotto out of Zora Hall, or the Zora Cape.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Because otherwise Goron could act as a substitute.
Indeed.
Okay. So, oh wait, Blue Fairies, Pirate's Fortress Interior, Road to Swamp, Secret Shrine, Stone Tower Temple, and Great Bay Temple. These are all over the place.
All I can say about that is, here we go again.
Oh, another big chest down here.
Never mind. Okay. So the Blast Mask is not Way of the Hero, and neither is the bomb bag.
So it's got to be either Clifford or the song.
Yeah, correct.
Which Clifford should be in play now, because we have Hookshot, a bottle, and beans. And for that matter, since we have bottles, Egg should be in play. Oh, do you chase that under these conditions? Because it's not going to be... Well, you have 2 bottles, so... And I've seen this... Oh, there's a wallet. And Tony did get the jar minigame, too, so has a full wallet to pick that up.
Okay,
Another
so
big
Tony
chest.
did do what I was saying. FD.
Lol, FD before remains. What a shock. You love to see it. Yeah, I think with 2 bottles in hand and no Pinnacle Rock Foolish, I think the way you do this is you finish Cape and Hall with the tools you have now. You go to Pinnacle Rock, you get the 2 checks and 2 of the eggs. And then you sweep Pirate's Fortress besides the sewers. The only thing you can't do is check hookshot chest, because we don't have anything that can get down there yet.
Second multi-ball fairy on Evan. Fuck, you can't fall on double time in here. I think of when it comes to Hall, as long as you're in the main area, you can song a double time and it doesn't have a transition. Just don't do it in any of the side rooms.
So now comes the question here. What's the wath for cape?
The hook shot.
Oh yeah, because it was in the grotto. Duh. This is a very interesting opener here. It's very west-loaded. We don't get to see that too often, honestly. Usually Hook or Zora Mask tends to be a little later, at least in the races I've called. Right now, I think the big bottleneck is going to be that Deku Mask.
Okay, Bucky's going for it now. He was too close. He's still too close.
Yeah, still too close.
This is tricky. So, like, unless if you like practice it, it's pretty tricky to do. I think another thing that might compound like a little bit, like routing wise, is the fact that he had to not buy that wall on the first trip.
Yeah, at least with the owl statue, getting back to it will only take a minute. But then again, if it comes to like a go mode execution race, a minute makes a difference, big time. That right flipper. Tony not getting the wallet.
I really don't understand why you skipped the wallet.
I agree. Yeah, I think a wallet is a pretty big deal right now because that's instant bank 1. You've got a lot more shops still in play because you haven't done the witch shop. You haven't done the Goron shop, which the Goron shop is still not in play yet. We're missing a bow, which who knows how late that's going to be to the bandwagon right now. And then there's also Larry. And especially noting that Termina Field was Wath.
Yeah, that too. Termina Field's still Wath.
And Zora wasn't in Termina Field, I don't think. No, Zora was in West Clocktown. Yeah, neither runner is electing to. Yeah, Bucky's not going for the wallet either. Yeah, so both runners are not chasing the wallet.
I understand Bucky's position because he didn't buy it. Like, he didn't have the rupees for it, but for Tony's position, I think you should just buy that right off the get-go and just not have to think about coming back.
All right, Bucky's going to try again for some rupees here. Oh, what is that? It's something. Whatever it was, Tony's getting it. It looked flat, maybe Couple's Mask. Nicely done.
And I think just now Bucky saw the field hint.
Yeah, well, let's see what this is. This is probably a fairy. Yeah. Letter to Mama.
Okay, so eggs is the wasp again. Also, it's either Biobaba or it's the scrub, because I think we've seen everything else.
Yes.
And that stone tower fairy is not required, so you're not going to be expected to grab it.
Nonetheless, ooh, Dog Race is dead. That's a good hint. No, it's
That's
not. It's a
not a
Foolish
good-
Ranch. Thanks, game. Thanks a bunch. That would be a good hint if we didn't already have a Ranch Foolish. What's that in the tree?
Yeah, so if this is not, yeah, I'm just gonna say, like, it's gonna feel bad, but it's like, you're just right there, and you had the full wallet, like, you had full money for it, but let's just...
It's Bo.
It's the bow? Okay.
Tony didn't see it. It's way down. It's way down the bottom in the middle.
Oh, there was another one.
What was in the tree, by the way? I wasn't looking.
It was the other wallet, so now Bucky doesn't have to go buy the other one.
Oh. Okay. But yeah, Bo's big because that locks Deku. So yeah, Tony is gonna pull some rupees now for mini games. Just rush that Deku Mask. So now you have Deku Mask and a bottle. So yeah, Swamp is now suddenly wide open. We have North access. This seat just exploded. There is definitely a lot more you can do now. So yeah, you needed explosives for Hookshot. Or no, you need explosives so you and Zora Mask for Bo, so you can get Deku. Hookshot's unrelated. Bucky is going to do a swamp play here. Alright, so Bucky is going to go and grab a... probably the red potion and the Icona Fairy here. Oh, bottle is not empty. Alright, so that Deku Mask wasn't too terribly late this time. Really? 2 of those rupees landed out of bounds? Okay, we have a crate. Never mind. But with bombs in tow, Tony is also going to check Honey and Darling. No reason not to, really. Tony is also, or I should say, Bucky is going to receive his bow here. And definitely is going to want that. Probably also going to rush Deku Mask alongside Tony here. Has also already hit the Swamp Bow, so can get right back to the Swamp Loop immediately.
What do you think, Son Eggs?
It's got to be something pivotal enough to lock 3 fairies, right? 3 regions,
Yes.
right? So...
I'm actually more inclined in this situation to believe it's Sonata.
I could believe that, because we know that there's Great Bay, there's blue fairies at least in 2 different dungeons, right? So that's Sonata could lock one of those dungeons for one thing. For another, magic, Icona access, and then there's also Icona access because that in itself is a great fairy reward. Maybe Ice Arrows, but that's a stretch.
I hope our runners do commit to the eggs clear before, because eggs is going to be required.
Yeah, because we got Blast Mask from Macau, which was our way into Cape to get Hook for the bottle for Labfish.
So yeah, there's no satisfied loss for Great Bay Coast.
Right, yeah.
Because of the one bottle in Cape.
That's right, because the Cape bottle was free, that's right. Forgot about the Cape bottle, admittedly.
Tony's gonna get the Great Bay Fairy that's guaranteed on Swamp Archery here.
Right, because we haven't finished clearing out Road to Swamp yet. Smart play.
Bucky's immediately rushing south. I would, like, Deku's required. I'm just, like, I'm not even spitballing. I just feel this seed wants to do something. And I don't think it's, like, explicitly just Deku. I think that the Waff is probably just connecting to it.
Yeah, Deku Palace might have specifically something good here, which is probably what Bucky is banking on. Deku Palace or Woodfall.
We are still missing a Waff. But
True.
given the Ranch Foolish situation, I don't know what our runners are gonna do if we're gonna actually see it.
Yeah, neither runner is elected to rush those hints. Given the Foolish Ranch nature, I don't blame them. We are also missing still a lot of sometimes hints. I think according to my notes, I'm missing 4. Not 4, 3, sorry. Because I only have Town Archery, Horse Race, Aroma 2, and Dog Race. That's all I got so far. So yeah, both runners getting bailed out by the way of not picking up the Cape wallet, or the Hall wallet, I should say. Oh, that's a big gilded chest.
Small.
Oh, it's small. I thought from that angle it looked big, my bad. Yeah, Woodfall Fairy. Halt! Yeet!
Which one did Tony get that Bucky doesn't have?
I think the one in the West Clocktown shop, because I think Bucky did not have enough money at the time.
Oh, there were 2 fairies on Swamp Archery.
Oh. Which ones?
There was the Great Bay, and then there was a Woodfall one. I missed the Woodfall one.
I didn't see that either.
Okay, well, there's ice arrows there, so that's 2 fairy fountains logically gated by Deku.
Yeah, that would explain why Deku Mask is flagged as required.
Not just yet. I'm not gonna make that assumption just yet because we don't have a third one locked. We just don't have confirmation of the third one being locked. But the ice arrow is one of them. It's like the second bit of information.
Right. The song might lock the third one as well. It'd be elaborate, but it would make sense.
I mean, if it's lullaby, then yes.
Or if the fairy is behind, if a different fairy region is a different fairy is behind another dungeon from that song.
Elegy.
Well, that's promising. So I guess neither runner bought the Woodfall Fairy in the bomb shop yet.
Where's our last one gonna be? Because that's an eyebrow raiser.
Good question. I think we're gonna find out in a couple of minutes because Bucky's heading there now. Bucky finally finding some money in a wooden chest. Oh. This is a green... There's the third colored fairy.
There's the third confirmation. Okay.
So, yep, that's 3 regions locked by Deku Mask. Oh, the Deku soldiers are earning their paycheck today. We had another really committed Deku soldier earlier this weekend as well. Right, we have another gilded chest. That looks like a small. I would giggle if it's a yellow fairy. It's like, hey, Deku Mask is required whether you like it or not.
If we like this, check the fairy, and then you can just hookshot over.
Very nice. All right, then. Let's see where our last pink fairy is hiding. So I think we're going to see West Clock Town and Zora Hall for Bucky. Woodfall Temple is the last one.
Or he's not going to grab it. Like, it's just faster to walk out at that point. Okay, he's going to check. I just think it's just better to walk out and then just grab it by hooking over. But that's, like, a small thing. Let's choose anyway, but that's alright.
I mean, it's nice, but it's not what we're looking for. Okay, so With everything we have, we can't go to Stone Tower yet for Elegy with Elegy because we don't have Garo Gibdo. That's the and Magic for that matter.
With everything we have, Bucky is just like, I'm going to do more stuff in Swamp, and then go to Swamp Archery because I know there are 2 fairies there.
Yeah, that makes sense, because this is also just barely day 2, end of day 2, and I don't think Tony ever checked day 2 woods, so Bucky actually is going to have a check up on Tony here.
Indeed.
See if we can get some more intel here, like our last Wath, for example. Iron Knuckles' chest is dead. Couple's mask. Good to know. I'll tell you what's going to be late to the seat at the rate we're going here. Goron mask. We do also have north access. There is a lot we can do in north, but unless we get Goron mask, we should probably save that for next cycle.
Yeah, it's generally not a good idea to go north, like, without Goron, given the situation we've got and the fact that it's not currently day 1.
Yeah, the day 1, I think, is the backbreaker. Is the backbreaker here. Because we have Swamp Title Deed, right? And we can turn that in to the scrub and find out what the, Ooh, okay. Wait, that's a Sphere Zero Moons tier. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm overthinking things again.
So
don't mind me.
In these settings, do paths point to items needed for dungeon clears or items needed for strays or strays themselves? So the hints will are gonna point to any item, like, and we don't have path hints in MMR, but these hints will point to any item that locks 3 or more remains, and those remains have to be on the fairy rewards, the Great Fairy rewards.
Important question. Where's the other Great Bay mask? Or the other Great Bay Tingle check? Because the first purchase was a Gibdo.
Gibdo, so yeah, that's not Wath.
Not Wath? Okay. Noted.
Yeah, okay.
Milk Road, okay.
I forgot about that again. But yeah, that confirms eggs.
Okay, so we are magic away from logical Icona access. We could break in without it, but I don't see the reason to do that right now, because a lot of Icona is not necessarily useful to us, because there is a fairy enshrine, but we can't get it because no lights or magic. And we've got no intel on Stone Tower. And Canyon is foolish. So yeah, I wouldn't chase that Gibdo mask yet. It is good. It is a good item, but yeah, I think Pirate's Fortress is a better play for the moment. Because you can clear all of exterior and interior now with bow. And you could skip sewers. Alright, so right now Larry is not a priority anymore since we found the bow off of Biobaba Grotto, and that is almost certainly our Termina Field Wath. Especially considering it locked required Deku Mask. That was a nice quick kill on that pirate. It'd be nice if we found a third bottle in here.
I don't know if Bucky was thinking about this, but it was definitely possible for him to do the routing where you grab water before you go and do that.
Okay, we got another bomb bag here in Pirate's Fortress Interior. We also have fire arrows, which is cool and all, but well, they're not cool, they're fire, but we kind of need magic here.
I am actually surprised that Bucky did not go straight to Swamp for the fairies, because there's 2 fairies there.
It's possible we might also have an additional fairy in Pirate's Fortress Interior, guarded by bees?
I mean, there is a hint of Great Bay Fairy here, so that it's a coin flip whether or not that is it, or it's the guarded chest.
Fair enough. Could eggs lock magic? Theoretically, yes. If the song carries you to... Let's say it's New Wave, and that's your way into Woodfall Temple, then yeah, magic could be behind New Wave or Sonata here. Lullaby we can't really do anything with. Elegy we can't do anything with either because that's magic locked, so yeah. In order for eggs locking magic, the song would have to be New Wave or Sonata, and we'd have to be able to do checks in the respective dungeon.
That's the Great Bay Fairy that we expected.
So hey, if you want Great Bay Fairy, you do in fact have to do bees. Unfortunately, no sign of that third bottle in time, so...
There's no... I have no idea why you go and fight this.
Yeah, I'd never see a pirate fight in this room.
Like, with Hookshot, I just don't think that's worth it.
And there's nothing in there. So yeah, I think you sort of coast, put your bottles in, go to Pinnacle Rock, check the chests and grab an egg, and then get your egg song. Because yeah, having 2 bottles is like really good in Blitz because only 3 eggs are required. So that way you can...
Bucky, your time of day is so bad.
Oh, it's about to become day 3. It's about to day transition.
Yeah, he has to get on the ledge before it hits day, and it's tight right now. I think
he's gonna make it. If he nails the jump.
Nope. He's not gonna make it.
Rejected. On top of that,
there were just a lot of times where I'm like, it'd be nice to song it. This is like a couple of times where I'm like, it'd be good to song a double time here, there, and if he had like elected to play song a double time like earlier for like one little bit of routing, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, that is kind of yikes. It does seem like at the rate we're going for the moment, the seed isn't really telling us to go anywhere else too, so there's not really the room for divergence that Bucky needs to kind of pull ahead here, because I do think Tony kind of has the leg up both on checks and items.
Yeah, so for those who are not aware about how the day transition works, it will put you to your last like place on the ground. That's like a static ground and not like an actor or something. So like being in the water in any place that has like the full day transition will just place you back outside of the water. So that's why I said he had pretty bad time of days, because that was something that was very likely to happen if you like mess up execution.
We do have another gilded chest here in Pinnacle Rock. That looks like a big one. No, it's Moo. Well, that's convenient if you want to get the Icona Fairy in Mataroma too.
Yes, it makes it easier to get it.
And we have the blueprints for that in place now. We have Kafei's Mask, we have Letter to Mama in hand, so at the very least we have that fairy as a backup if we decide to go Icona for Go mode.
And then like I apologize for it does feel a little bit like small things are just adding up, but like also earlier Bucky got eaten by a like, and if he played Song a double time, like say in the Great Bay Coast Grotto, he wouldn't have had that happen either. That wasted time. So like time of day management definitely does help somewhat when it comes to like mistakes and everything. So it is not easy to work with, and in Blitz it's a little bit better. And it does take a lot of practice to like get properly accustomed to, in my opinion. Oh man, okay, I called it. It is Sonata.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense here, because that would lead us... It's likely that it's probably Woodfall Temple's probably not even randomized here, and we could probably just waltz right in. Because otherwise, can we do anything in any of the other dungeons? I don't think so, not without magic or Gorn Mask.
Yeah, it can be... I'm going to tell you one it's most likely not going to be. It's not going to be Inverted Centaur Temple.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so, because that requires way too much to get started.
Yeah, that would need lights and magic. So the other three are a lot more doable in comparison. Woodfall Temple.
Is this even randomized?
So
yeah.
Sonata has to lock something that has to block 3 remains, so my guess really is it's probably just magic, but
Tony? Interestingly, Tony ignoring the fairy pot.
yeah,
We had that happen during the weekend too, funnily enough. Great spin. I mean, not unwelcome. And then this is probably magic.
Ungaro.
Not helping, video game. Oh, that's 2 checks in play.
I'm also gonna note something. We have all Woodfall Fairies on deck.
Yes, because we can full clear Woodfall Temple for the 5th Pink Fairy.
Yeah, so if there's just magic in here, Sonata is... If there's a required magic in here, Sonata is lost by like just the information we have.
And there's the last Woodfall Fairy. Yeah, I'm surprised Tony's not even pulling out the Great Fairy Mask for the Great Spin. Unless he pulled it out while I wasn't looking. Tony's still ignoring that pod fairy.
Oh dear.
I had no idea what's in that bubble. Yeah, even on the stream delay, I couldn't see. The lighting didn't really match up.
Was that an SCT fairy?
Could have been. This is a big chest. This could be magic. No, that's not helping. Video game, please. Yeah, Tony needs to take a look. That's a yellow fairy, all right.
So that's the third SCT fairy.
Yes.
It couldn't even, it could not just even be like a major item in here. It could just be 3 kinds of fairies.
Wait. Did Tony get the fairy? Because I saw a red
I don't
rupee
think
pop
so.
up.
Got
I don't
the
think
red
so
rupee.
either. I didn't see the fairy orbit around Tony. Well, that's a problem. Actually, that's kind of catastrophic.
Also, another thing you could do is check if you got it.
Because did the sparkles disappear? The sparkles didn't disappear from Tony's hair when he got out of the room. Uh-oh. That could be the big break Bucky needs. It'd be a very unfortunate big break. But... yeah, because the red rupee came from when Tony popped the beehive. Architect... excuse me, where's our Wath in this dungeon? Follow-up idea. Is there a world... because you needed Sonata to get the Woodfall Temple Fairy. Is there a world where picking up the remains right now for the Woodfall Fairy reward critically locks multiple fairy regions? That's not entirely out of the realm of possibility, right? Because let's say...
I think the only issue with this is that we are missing access to the song.
Yes, that's fair. But let's say... yeah, because we really can't get any other songs right now with our current equipment, right? So yeah, we need like Captain's Hat. And if it's not on Oldawa, it's got to be on the Pod Fairy that Tony waltzed right by. Because it ain't there. Because we can't get the Goron Elder song because we're missing Goron Mask. And we also don't have a way to unfreeze the Goron yet anyway. Because we don't have well access without magic. We don't have fire arrow usage without magic. And we don't have hot spring water access through the well without magic. So... or through Darmani's grave without lens, which also needs magic anyway. So, yeah, we're locked out of heat. We did get Dongeros, though, so it could just be behind a frog. Using FD without magic. That's not a sight we see too often here. Alright, so was it Old Dawa's remains? It was not.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, that's an issue. Well, Tony has to go back in there.
He does. It's actually the pot, isn't it?
It's either the pot or it's behind Dongero. Like, it could be either or at this point. There also appears to be a small Gilded on Clocktown Central Pillar. So Bucky's trying to squeeze that, but unfortunately it's a small chest, so not exactly easy to poke at. There we go. Out of the way, carpenter guy.
Oh my gosh. We are one STT fairy from the seed being over.
Which really doesn't make sense given the information we currently have. There's a world where this last Icona Fairy can be in a really bad spot. Because Madame Roman Bar is 14.
Indeed it is.
We never saw Bank 1. By the way. It could just straight up be Bank 1. Although I don't know if we saw any additional sparkles here in West Clocktown. Alright. There you go. Frog to magic. Alright. Now we can go places. Now we can do business. So yeah, Tony's gonna see this is the 14th Icona Fairy. Bucky is getting that fairy as well right now.
Tony is... If he's seen the fact that there's been 4 available, I think you rush it, but you also have to reset time to get the other one from his position.
Right, because Trading Post is closed now. So you can't get that fairy.
And Bucky is probably also going to be locked out of it.
Aw, Larry just had a sword. I was preparing my worst of all Larry joke, but, not really this seed. We literally have Great Fairies and FD before Remains, so we don't need that. So yeah, right now we think Tony's made a major mistake here in that there was an Icona Fairy in the bubble in the Wooden Cross room in Woodfall Temple, and Tony didn't get it because the text box for the Red Rupee overwrote the other collection.
Yeah, there was a Red Rupee. There were 2 like stray fairies there.
We are going to see probably Kita and Graveyard Grotto, because that's really all you can do here.
I hope not. I think you just go. I think you just go check Canyon and see if you need anything else.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have Gibdo and Magic now, so we can go to Canyon and Logic. We can't go to Shrine, so we can't get the Blue Fairy there. There's nothing else in Iconic Canyon because it's foolish. So the only thing you could do is climb Stone Tower. You can't do Keg Castle, because you're missing the keg. And you don't have lens either. So yeah, there's really nothing else you can do here besides just rush the Rushstone Tower and the fairies. Which at least we're going to find out where that last fairy ran off to. Not checking the hint. Might check it on the way down.
My question is there an item that could possibly be locked? Because like if there's anything else that could be hinted by the hero, it's like something we already got.
It would have to be like not Goron locked in Mount Village or something like that. Like it would have to be Smithy 1 is in play because we have magic and fire, but then whatever's behind that would have to lock 3 fairy regions.
Yeah, so
right?
they have to lock the remaining 3 fairy regions. And we're gonna find out if this last one is available.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we're missing, if Gorn is going to lock 3. It was a green fairy in the pot.
One stone tower.
So it's light locked.
We need, yeah, lights to finish.
Okay, so Tony missed a green fairy in the pot. That's what was in the pot. And Stone Tower is light locked, so yeah, we can't get the last yellow fairy. Tony also should.
All the green fairies?
No, we're 1 short. I think that's where the bottleneck is going to be. The Snowhead, Great Bay, and Icona fairies are going to be locked by this last wath at the rate we're going.
Well, with Ranch Foolish, we may not have a lost in.
Exactly. So this is Bucky's Great Bay Fairy that we knew about. Not Great Bay, Woodfall Fairy that we knew was here. Yeah, because Shrine is also light locked. I think this last Snowhead Fairy's light locked. I think our last waft has to be pointing to the path to light arrows at this point. It certainly seems the most probable.
It could just be West Clocktown for Zora, that's the thing. It doesn't have to be hinted.
Oh, it could be. It could be just like the late... Because the West Clocktown, both of those hints could just be in Ranch Sphere 0, and that would satisfy no problem. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, that's exactly the issue. Like, we can't make any assumptions about it.
Yeah, that's such a tough call to make, because otherwise you're taking a guess on where that last Snowhead Fairy is.
And then you still need Goron to actually go get the reward, as well as Goron Lullaby, which we haven't seen yet.
That could just be on Egos for all we know, in which case we're mirror locked and and light locked for that matter.
Lights or Keg.
Lights or yeah, and if Keg is light locked too, then I'm suspicious of light arrows right now, because we know it already locks 2 regions. We know it locks Icona for Stone Tower, and we know it locks it potentially locks Great Bay, depending on where the Fairy and Stone Tower Temple ran off to. This is going to be a brain teaser, folks.
I mean, there's not that much to do. I think we're going to have to find something very quickly.
Alright, so Bucky sees the Icona Fairy down here. He's just going to swim to get it.
He did purify the water in the temple, which makes it easier to get it.
I almost said no one checked Camaro, but I forgot. Blitz, not on. Would have been Sphere 0, but not in these settings. We are going to see that North play from Tony now that it is day 1. I mean, at this particular point, there's really not much else we can do. Like, I think the North is our answer. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Smithy.
Got Hall stage lights as well.
All stage lights? Because you would think, yeah, Smithy would be behind Magic. Right now, Magic was the backbreaker there for the Coast Wath. Bucky seeing the foolish Bremen mask.
Oh, Tony climbed and then didn't actually do the check. Because I know he climbed, I just didn't realize he didn't do the check.
Climbed where now?
Stone Tower.
Oh, the one check in the front of the temple.
Yes, and lights can absolutely be in that check. So, yeah, I'm not sure what. Oh.
We haven't seen Milk Road Tingle either. Like, there's actually a handful of checks we're missing here.
We're probably just gonna see Tingle now.
Yeah. Alright, Tingle, what else you got for us? Absolutely nothing. Yeah, Tony going into this without any money is also a little bit of an oof, because we are not going to be able to buy anything in the Goron shop. And that is going to be a feels bad moment. And what is on top of the ledge? Oh, what is that?
I think that might have been Mirror.
And we can get that because we have Swamp Title Deed and Deku Mask. Oh, that's a big deal. That's a song.
That opens nothing right now.
Well, yeah, because we still need either Lens or Lens and Keg or Light Arrows. Oh, not in the shop. Luckily.
We are a 3 for 4 of scrub relocation.
That's true. We have the Moon's Tier, we have the Swamp Title Deed. We just need the Land Title Deed. And to see what this is. Captain's Hat! Oh, no! Oh, never mind.
Which allows us to get the Captain's Hat.
That is the most insulting place for Goron Mask right now, because you now have to reload the area to get the thing, right?
With the rupees that Tony doesn't have.
Exactly. Well, good thing they both got the backup wallet in Road to Swamp. Oh, that's funny. All right, that's comedy. I accept that. That is some good comedy. Yeah, that's a big deal. That gets us a lot of... That opens up the whole rest of the seed, practically. Because it gets us a song.
This begs the question, where's the last Snow-Ed Fairy? Well, it depends on if we even get Lullaby.
Yeah, if this is Vanilla Lullaby, then we're probably going to find out very soon. Like, we could get really bottlenecked by these last couple fairies here. Oh. What's this? In before lens?
I just time warped. Oh, it was Keg.
Yeah. That's a little sus. Goron Mask and Keg in the same region. I don't like this. Alright, so Tony is going for Goron Elder and Zoe Grotto, I would assume. Yeah, quick detour to Zoe Grotto. I don't think... It's either Goron Mask or Captain's Hat. I feel like that's the answer here. Well, Goron Mask gets you Captain's Hat, to be fair, but... maybe it is both. As far as fairy regions are concerned. Because Lullaby could be behind Captain's Hat, in which case it's in play, but Tony's broke. Mountain Village.
That's guaranteed lights.
So it's got to be either on Darmani...
Tony ran past that hint. I think it has to be Smithy.
Yeah, it's got to be Smithy or... and it can't be Springtime. I don't think. That would be asking for much, unless...
So that also means that the final Snowhead Fairy has to be behind lights.
Which is probably Lullaby. The path to Lullaby. Or is it? Oh, what was that? Oh, I think that was the second bomb bag up in the top of Castle. Or maybe not. Whatever it is, Tony's...
Castle.
Yeah. So this is either Storms or Goron Lullaby. And the other song is on,
I guess the other option is one's behind lights, I guess, and I really hope not. But so here's the other issue with Tony being broke. He didn't have a chance to actually peek Smithy 1.
Yeah, Len's Wath on Smithy 1 would be really dang insulting right now. Bank was just a huge rupee. Which, to be fair, is not going to go amiss given the circumstances. Bucky just got a fish.
I think he's wanting to fish walk.
Oh, for Zoe Grotto. Which is hilarious because he's not going to end up needing to do that.
So one other thing that Bucky should have done was grab arrows in Icona so you don't have to get RNG arrows here. Of which he did get them, but still you really don't want to have to do that.
So, Bucky seems to have not bought the Bomb Shop Fairy yet. Because, yeah, he's too short. Too very short.
Yeah, it was Laundry Pool Frog. Which I'm assuming the magic is just going to be hard required. Like, I don't expect it not to be.
I don't see why it wouldn't be under these conditions.
So that is a problem. That is in fact Lullaby. Okay. So it can the possibility does lie that it could be Light's blocking lens, which I really want them to just never turn on this logic for lensless jumping ever again, please. Like that's just my take.
Well, Bucky has just the right time of day for Smithy 1 here, so we'll see if Smithy 1 was the answer.
Bucky's audio is messing up again.
Is that the last wallet? That might have been no, it couldn't have been because we already saw the other wallet. I could not see what that was up over there.
So yeah, like I completely like.
Oh no, Tektite.
I think I've been like confusing myself a bit, but like, yeah, the Moth Sonata definitely had to lock an item because I think that it still works the same way it does normally. So yeah, the magic had to be Loth.
Yeah, because Lullaby was behind Egos. That's magic locked for Green Fairy access. And our last fairy is in Snowhead Temple. And also, Tony just saw the missing Woodfall Temple one, too. Now we have all of our dungeon songs. We can now get into all of our dungeons.
Alright, so, however, we're gonna find out, like, immediately, what dungeon's here. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Seat's over.
Yeah, can we, remove the lens thing? Like, just turn that trick on again, please?
So yeah, it looks like Seed's over.
I mean, it's either Wath lens or Wath lights to get lens. So one of them's locking the other. Like, please turn that. Like, please turn that trick for jumping on, please. It's so bad.
So yeah, Tony's gonna double here. Get the last Snowhead Fairy. Here, which might just be right there.
It could be.
After which, should immediately turn around and go back to Woodfall Temple. Yeah, there's the last Green Fairy. So yeah, actually, Tony is getting bailed out right now, missing out on that Icona Fairy. But yeah, this is Seed over. That Goron mask, by the way, was in play as soon as we got Bo.
It was.
But the Mountain Village Wath was also in Icona Canyon.
Which he skipped.
it wasn't even isn't even Mountain Village, so yeah, we don't even know what the Mountain Village Wath is. Well, we know what it has to kind of.
Chances are it's lights. Like I don't like. It's way more likely that it's lights than it is lens, because the chances of lights being in Snowhead is not as likely as lens being locked by lights.
Mm-hmm.
Because lights just opens more stuff. And it would have been, at least in my opinion, a little bit better. Like, I think it would have been a little bit quicker if it was Smithy 1 lights, just to clear the rest, because then you wouldn't have even needed to get Goron.
Right, for the Stone Tower Fairy. Oh no, Bucky just got a Picto off of the Moon's Tear turn, and that is so bait. Nope. Nope.
Bucky's told us that he was forgetting the magic.
Oh yeah, he never picked up magic from the Pool Fairy or Pool Frog.
Yeah. If he remembered the magic and got that hint, like, he'd definitely be in the race.
So yeah, that should have been Tony's last green fairy, to which can immediately be routed in to turn in for the reward. Bucky is redoing. Bucky never got Great Fairy Sword. Down it goes. All right, that is both remains for TonyBigBlind. And I'm pretty sure Tony's just passing time here. Because you're a little early here, so there's really nothing else you can do. Oh no, this maze is terrible. Not a terribly long seed. But nonetheless, that tail end definitely was a brain teaser. That is more bait in the form of a Keaton mask.
So I'm confused. Was the reason we're assuming lens Wath? Because, like, I was thinking it would just be lights. Like, did we see lights on the pillar or something?
I don't think we saw lights. I mean, it really could be either or.
Like, the reason I was doubting lens is because lens would mean lens would have to lock lights.
Yeah, because we know lights is pivotal because it locks 2 fairies already by itself.
So, to me, why would lights not be Woth? We have a stone tower and a stone tower temple GBT for some of the other fairies. Like, it's more likely that lights would be Woth in that instance. At least to me, in terms of a probability sort of thing.
Yeah. There's a world where Lens could be on Smithy 1 and Lights could just be chilling on Darmani.
Yeah, and then lights would lock lens, which would mean lights locks your access to Goron Lullaby and locks your third remain. That's the thing I was thinking. Because it also includes access to Great Fairy Fountains for Woss.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's possible it is Lens and Lights was in Snowhead. It just feels less likely. That's all I was saying. Nah, he didn't logically clear because he missed the hint that said Mountain Village Loft.
Yeah, which is locking our access to Lullaby on Egos.
He's a Lens or Light Arrows out of logic.
Nice shield. I'm surprised Bucky isn't chasing Smithy.
I mean, you can't when you miss your magic.
Right, I keep forgetting, sorry.
Like, he could out of logic, he just doesn't have the magic. And as far as I know, I think magic's just hard necessary. Like, it might... no, like, maybe you could get Great Fairies without magic if and only if it's like not hard lights locked for the one fairy in Stone Tower Temple. But I think it's just... But I don't even think that's doable. I think that... Actually, wait. I'm confusing myself. Anyhow... well, not that I think about it much anymore, but yeah.
Alright, with that said, Tony will take this race with an official race time GG time of... Waiting, 1:36:35.
GG.
Yo, what up?
Welcome aboard, Tony. GG, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, GG's. That was a cool one. I like that one. I was scrambling for a bit there, trying to figure out where the missing Woodfall Temple checks were, and I still don't know where one of them was, but we got there.
So what happened?
Go ahead. I could say, or you could say.
I'll let you take that one, Fox. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it was both the checks in the main room.
Did I just see the chest?
No, so there was the one in the pot, and then there was the Baba. I believe that both of those are shuffled.
Well,
So,
well,
sorry.
what happened? Well, the other thing is that Tony, the Icona Fairy in the wooden cross room. When you opened up the beehive to get the red fairy, the game prioritized that, and you were still in the text box when the Icona Fairy waltzed right over your head. So you actually didn't pick up the last Icona Fairy.
Oh. Wow. Okay. I just assumed it. I just assumed I got it. That's great. Okay. Sure.
No, just shenanigans happen to you.
No, I mean, it was shenanigans that didn't matter in the end, luckily. I swear it was a yellow one, and then, like, I saw that my Woodfall Fairy count went up later on, and I was like, okay, I guess it was fake yellow. I don't know. Because I didn't remember where I found the Woodfall Fairy in Woodfall Temple.
I think that one, the Woodfall one, was in the chest.
I mean, it definitely was, because it wasn't that yellow one. I just don't remember which one it was. And so I just assumed the yellow one was the Woodfall one for some reason.
It was on the turtle chest, I think, had the last Woodfall Fairy.
Gotcha.
So, Bucky,
How how early was magic?
Actually,
it was pretty late.
Not as early as you might think.
Do you want to say where it is, Tony?
Sure.
Is it in graveyard?
No. The magic was on the frog in the laundry pool.
Gosh, dang it! I was literally gonna get that after I did bombers, which is when you finished. I was doing bombers when you finished.
I'm surprised you didn't rush that quicker with so the Great Bay Coast Waff had to be for the song.
Yes.
Because of the two forms of explosives and the bow, so that Honey and Darling couldn't have been for bomb bag. But like, it had to be the song, and so I just rushed the dungeon immediately, and then I just rushed the checks from the dungeon.
Yeah. Okay. So that's where I messed up because I knew it was double explosives, but I was still thinking the explosives were waff.
Well,
Yeah.
the other backbreaker for the explosives was the free bottle in Coast. Cape, rather, excuse me.
In Cape Underwater, that was the big kicker with the Waff hint there. That made that neither explosive could have been Waff in that situation.
Well, couldn't neither of them have been Waff because both of them were in the area, so neither of them could have been 2-star? Oh wait, it's because of the non-bottle, the non-bomb
because of that bottle. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could get either one first.
Yep, the non-bomb locked bottle. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and Tony, you had missed out on this hint because we only discover this when Bucky checked it in Iconic Canyon. The last way of the hero, which we don't even know at 100% what it was in Mountain Village, which we're suspicious, right? We think it's Smithy 1 for either light arrows or lens to light arrows.
Yeah,
It's gonna be light arrows.
It's got something to do with light arrows. Yes.
What did I do out of logic that makes light arrows Waff?
You did
Okay,
Egos
Castle.
without lens.
Oh,
Because
true.
yeah, you're gonna, if you watch this back, you're gonna hear me complain about the jumping lens logic because I think it's bad that the trick is not on for it.
Yeah.
And I'm not shocked that you didn't think that it was out of logic.
I mean, I was just committed to checking all songs at that point to try to find Goron Lullaby because I knew I was kind of in light arrow hunt for the Icona fairies, and I wanted to check on the Snowhead fairies to see if that was any easier. So if that song wasn't Goron Lullaby, I was gonna farm rupees to go get that Captain's Hat.
Yeah, can we talk about that insulting place for Captain's Hat, by the way? Because not only did you have to turn in the Swamp Title Deed to get Goron Mask, and then you had to reload the area with a full wallet in tow, ideally, to get Goron Mask, which, by the way, Bucky checked Bank 1 extremely late, and that just so happened to be a gold rupee.
Dude, that's crazy, because I never checked Bank 1.
Like, I don't know if you guys noticed how many stupid brown chests I was opening to try to get rupees to get my bank count up.
Yep.
And every single one, it was like a heart piece. I think I had like 7 or 8 hearts by the ending, especially with the heart in Woodfall Temple. Because I'm just like, I need money. I need money. And then the bits of money I found were just 20s. And I'm like, come on, I just want to check bank.
We absolutely did take note of that, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, I was going out of my mind, and of course if Tony wasn't checking those, I was bleeding time.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd like just try to kill the rupee bird, or honestly, I'd probably. I don't know why, but I love grinding for money outside of swamp archery. Probably a little more than I should, but.
Oh yeah, I never did swamp archery, but it was pretty easy to figure out. It was just double fairies.
Yeah.
Pretty nice. It was just
I did it before knowing, just because I knew the Great Bay Ferry was in Road to Southern Swamp somewhere. So like, might as well do it.
I think the thing
for ending was as soon as I got magic, I was gonna check Smithy 1, and then assuming that was lights, I was just gonna rush Stone Tower because I already had Elegy, and then get the Icon of Fairy, and then I literally just needed to do Swamp Archery for the last Woodfall, and that was done. So I wasn't too far behind.
I wish I would have checked that Akana, the gossip up there, because I had fully planned on doing it, and then I saw the fairies I needed for Stone Tower Temple, for Akana fairies, and I just like diverted to going up Stone Tower while I was there. I like for sure should have checked that Gossip Stone though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it was the one before the fairies. So like,
Oh, the one on the bridge? I don't know why I didn't check that one. That's crazy.
Yeah, down low one.
yeah, you skipped it. That
would have been so much. That would have been done so much sooner. That's crazy.
Yeah. I think there's just gonna be a fast feed with all those WATs being played out so fast.
Oh yeah.
like assuming it was lights, of course. But
yeah, that's true. If it was lens, it's kinda means nothing.
Well,
yeah.
More than if I had to guess, if it were lens on Smithy 1, it would have just been light arrows on Darmani. Probably would have just been dry, cut and dry.
Or
go ahead. So just reload the seed.
This one's gonna take a peek.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It'll take a bit. I don't know how much longer we're gonna continue this interview, but I'll figure it out. Since we don't have spoiler logs.
It should be pretty quick, assuming you have at least some rupees away.
Yeah, about that.
Alright, should I load it up then?
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta grab your magic, but we can keep talking.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, so I did make a comment about like time of day routing kind of thing for Bucky. I think there were 2 instances where I like pointed out, oh, it'd be nice to like play Song of Double Time here, and I think like because you didn't play Song of Time, you like had something that made you lose time. Like the big one is the hitting the day transition in PFE. That one.
Oh, that.
It's a huge time loss that happened.
I made such little mistakes like that. It actually like kind of killed me inside as well.
Dude, I was raging so hard at my Deku Palace, man. Whenever I got hit off as Zora and then insta caught, I was so upset.
That's the reason I don't like doing Zora as much, because I feel like half the time I just get hit off immediately.
Yeah, well, they're committed Deku soldiers. What can I tell you?
It's true.
Apparently, I did not.
It's alright, I have 100. I'm double timing right now.
I did not.
I guess I could peek it, huh?
I did not save it. Also, I'd have to go back to Woodfall Temple.
It's all good. I got it.
So yeah, you folks on the restream can't see this. We're watching on our comm feeds here.
It's lights.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Smithy one for lights.
So I was honestly...
that was kind of expected.
Yeah, so as soon as I finished Bombers, I was more than likely going to be going Frog, unless I literally forgot it, which I'm pretty sure I wasn't.
Yeah.
And then I would have gone to some grotto, the skip time, and then climbed Stone Tower. No,
I guess, did you,
for archery, skip to night 3, do archery, then climb Stone Tower to get the last Icona Fairy, and then get the 2 remains to be done.
Did you ever see the Snowhead fairies?
No.
So I don't know which ones you got, but if I didn't miss the one in Woodfall Temple, the only other one I was missing was in Snowhead Temple. And it was like the
14
it was the
moves.
first it was like the first chest on the right in Snowhead Temple, the Freezards.
I don't even think I would have checked it because I think I was just committed knowing that Stone
Oh.
Tower would have been pretty fast.
Yeah, at that point, like knowing the Mountain Village Wath, 100%, you just try to rush Smithy 1 and just if it's lights, you're good. Don't even think about it.
Yeah, if you saw that hit and like both of you got magic, we wouldn't have even seen Guan in this. So
No. This could have been a very easy Goronless seed.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
oh yeah,
Yeah. I think what I find another funny thing is that we had the tools for the Great Bay Ferry intel fast, and it was the most problematic ferries.
Oh, those were terrible.
Yeah, I read those the two bad dungeons and shrine. It's like the other
Yeah,
two weren't that bad, but
those were really ugly.
Yeah, I think that and the Grand Mask on Swamp Title D turn, and I think those were the big comedy moments of this seed.
I do like how many of the Woodfall fairies that you just kind of got for free.
Yeah.
Obviously, it helped for me a lot that you got a lot of the Snowhead fairies for free too.
I'm still waiting for the seed where a fairy is like remains are required to like skip a dungeon to get a critical item for the other three.
Is that logical? That's crazy.
It could be.
Possible, yes.
It's
So
very rare.
Wild.
It would have to be-
It is a very rare thing, but it is.
Spoilers for the
possible.
seed that Fifth Whammy posted in the volunteer chat. That is a seed that kind of does that.
I see.
Oh,
I
actually,
played through it. I
I-
played through it
I
last
should
night.
actually play it.
I won't say anything, but it was a very fun seed, honestly.
These settings are so cool.
I was planning on, I think I said this at like the announcement stream of these settings, I was planning on skipping Blitz because I'm not the biggest Blitz fan. I usually like the more longer things like Mystery, Standard, or other things. But as soon as I saw these settings, I'm like, I have to play this even if I'm not a big Blitz guy. It's been fun. Definitely don't regret it.
100%.
So, as it stands right now, 1 second, please. So yeah, as it stands right now, so Tony, you will go on to face the winner of the other section versus Natherian. That match is scheduled for this upcoming Friday evening. Fifth Whammy, you will go on to face, Bucky, you will go on to face, sorry, totally butchered that. You will go on to face the winner of Knave and whoever their opponent is, because that still hasn't been decided yet.
Oh, so I got break. Okay, that'll be nice.
Yeah. Got some time.
Yeah, because
Time to
Knave,
practice up, work on some tricks.
yeah, Knave is waiting on the match of Gratoffy versus Marker's Mask, which will be Wednesday night.
Yeah, so you gotta wait for that match and then one more. And
So,
then
yeah,
you get to play.
Yeah, you both will have your opponents for your matches by this weekend.
Sick.
But yeah, you are both still in it, so good luck to the both of you.
Thank you.
That being said, I don't think I have anything else to add to this. Plenty of comedy, great race by both of you. Fox, anything else?
Yeah, great race. I definitely still feel like this randomizer is very tricky. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Especially just as a final note, I feel like either you get some weird, complicated seeds, weirdly complicated ones, or you get ones that are just rush your 4 wafts, oh, you're pretty much done. And you have to figuring out which kind of seed as soon as you can, I feel like is also part of the challenge of it.
I think Majora Rando will continue to be my favorite Rando. It's just too good.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah, I don't got anything else, so.
I guess it's me then. Thanks everyone for coming out to watch, guys. Thank you for a great race. We will see you all on the next one. I'm going to send us off to the others. Have a good rest of your day, everyone.